Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Madrid car show. We're here for the first time in Spain. Now, checking out the new Hyundai Tucson facelift. The facelift looks so much better than the pre-facelift, I would say, especially the front LED. The data running lights are looking more clean now. The pre-facelift was a bit busy. Now let's come a little bit closer, check it out. We can see the creases on the hood. You can see up close the new data running lights. I like these pieces and the 3D design elements that are following this grille design. Beautiful accents here. So this is piano black, but kind of actually looks as if this is like a gray finish, but very dark gray, so it kind of looks black. Now we have some black piano accents, some matte gray finish, a light or kind of silver finish there, and then we have the unpainted arches and the side skirt there. So that's that. Now we have the gray matte Hyundai badge, so it looks kind of sporty as well. You can see the big opening at the bottom and the top. So the radiator is slightly exposed there from stone chip hits. There's a radiator at the bottom. Now, if I back up here, you can see the front end and it looks very nice. You can see, of course, the LED headlights. These are just projectors. You can get lenses, I believe, if you go for the higher trims, and you have air tunneling on the side there for better aerodynamics. Now, it really looks gorgeous as an SUV. A lot of sharp edges on the sides. Checking the alloys, these are 235/55 R18 extra large from Continental Eco Contact tires, very good tire. You can see here the diamond cut silver on gray. So this is kind of diamond cut, but it's a very smooth finish. You can see the silver lug nuts and the Hyundai cab there. Now checking the turn signal, nicely integrated there. You have this kind of silver accents going around the top as well. Now over here you can see the blind spot warning. Unfortunately, no auto dimming. Now checking the dash here, we have two speakers, light sensor, rain sensor, lane assist camera, and of course this is double glazed windshield. We also have a panel roof that's openable and tinted. Now this is also glass. You can see through. Actually, there might be some sensors here. I'm not sure, it's just screws, but this is also glass. And let me back up a little bit so you can see the side profile of the Tucson. So it has a lot of sharp edges to make it look more dynamic from the side. I like that. And you can see the rear alloys. Now these are nice and big tires, so 18-inch, but it has a lot of tire, so it should be comfortable on the road. This one's diesel, and you can see the AdBlue. You have to twist to open or lock. When you take it out, you can actually store it up here. That's that. When you lock the car, it's locked. And you can see that the silver piece is extending all the way to the C-pillar. Now, there are piano black roof racks. You almost don't notice because of the black roof. And shark fin antenna, discrete spoiler extending there. And if we back up, you can see the beautiful back end. Now, this hasn't been changed a lot. It's familiar. Now, I like the taillights are really distinct with this new generation, and you can see like crushed diamonds, this interior piece. Turn signals are at the bottom. Unfortunately, they have cat eyes and you have bulbs here. I don't like turn signals this low. They should be on the top, but that's what they've decided there. Now this is unpainted, and then this is also like no clear coat or smooth part. It's rough, but it's silver, but it looks dynamic. You have the real exhaust pipes on the right side, white lights with the illumination. Press here to open, and you have the wide lens camera. There's a Hyundai badge behind the glass, which is cool detail. Stoplight is there, and this is the Tucson hybrid. We don't have the spec, but the car looks quite nice, and you can see here they're not hiding the exhaust, and it has a nice exhaust tips. press to open. So let me get to this end. So opens nice and tall. I'm a 2-meter tall person, or 6.6 in feet, 200 centimeters. So that opens nice and tall. You can press here to close, adjust the height, and then press and hold until you hear a beep, so you can memorize lower position if you have a low garage. You can unlock here from the inside if the button outside fails. Now this is some sort of textile, but it's a cover, so it kind of rolls in, and voila, this is a very generous cargo space. We have a nice flat bottom that's also practical when putting some suitcases, for example. You have a speaker on the right side. You have on all 4 sides these tether points. You have net points on both ends, and you can knock down the seats from the rear, which is practical. I don't see any grocery hooks. Now on the left side you have one cold light, and you have a 12-volt outlet or 180 watt charging socket. So here it says max load 60 kilograms or 130 abs. This is different here. So that's that. You have a slightly small space here, maybe for first aid here, reflective vest, because it's a hybrid, so slightly less cargo space. But I can't, actually this is up. So this is styrofoam, but you can see there's a 12 volt, actually excuse me, that's the mild hybrid battery underneath this. So that's that. They really wanted to, I guess, put the foam to reduce the sound coming, so it's better acoustics, but you get a little bit less cargo space. Seats now down 60-40 or 40-40-20, because you can knock down the middle part, and you can see here if you push up, actually here, you could knock down the middle part. You of course have those tether points there, and you can see that the seats could recline backwards. Now, hopefully I won't get a copyright strike. That music is loud, so I'm trying to talk and fool the algorithm. We have good opening and closing sound. Rear doors open nice and wide if you need to put a child seat. Good seals going around, plus an exterior seal. The doors go all the way down, so if you're washing the car, there won't be too much water here on the step. Now, we have soft touch materials on the top. We have a shade here, so that's practical if you have kids on the back. And this is nicely covered by leather, so this is kind of hard, but covered by leather. You have some textile that's padded. This is padded, so it's nice materials, and then hard plastic at the bottom. Nice big handles, power windows, heated seats, and little rubber mat at the bottom. Not a huge fan of this piano black, but it does look nice when it's new. Bottle area here, decent pocket for that, and a speaker at the bottom. Now, checking here, we have leather. It's has a little texture, not too smooth. We have textile in the middle. Now, if you push this up, that automatically falls down. It's almost flat, as you can see here, but there's loads of cargo space. You can see that as well. Now this locks, but you have to press again to unlock it, and then you can just push it up. So it locks into 90 degrees. I'm just gonna use my elbow to push it back. So that's that. You can see the seatbelt aligner, that's smart. You can knock this one down so you can see better behind, and you can see carpets, and there's lots of feet room. Let's jump inside. Now there's, as I mentioned, a lot of feet room, a lot of knee room, leather seats, big pockets. Now let me hear the closing sound. Good closing sound, I would say actually excellent. Good soundproof considering there is a music on the outside speaker. It's quite loud, I can still hear it. Maybe the camera microphone won't pick it up, but you know, it sounds as a good cabin soundproof inside the interior. Now you have the air vents here, you have the temperature, there's a little display here, and you have two USB-Cs for fast charging. So that's a nice touch for the rear passengers. This is not too tall, not even too wide, I'd say. And there is a lot of room here. This is soft-ish, a bit hard, but not super hard. The seats are profiled for, you know, maybe larger people. They're nice and wide profiled, but I'd say, you know, of course, for the comfort, be more comfortable to, you can lower this one to have two people in the back, but you can squeeze three people, but the seat in the middle is a bit narrow. There's an armrest here. This is rubberized, not adjustable cups, but still have cups, quite nice. And then this seat buckle goes up there. Excuse me, this one's not magnetic, but you have a third seat buckle there. Overview on the back. Now we have a panoramic roof, but this is a white roof liner, so there is a lot of light coming in. You have big tall windows and a C-pillar window, so that's that. You have electronic shade for the sunroof, but look at this. I'm a 2 meter tall person once again, or 6.6 in feet taller than your average person, 200 centimeters. I'm really comfortable here. Look at the knee space. I'm tilted. Now if I would straighten this up, it's a problem. I'm hitting the edge of the panoramic roof. So if you want more headspace, perhaps don't spec the panoramic roof. Even if you spec it, a tall person such as myself can just lean back. I'm actually fine. I'm a bit touching the back, but I'm really fine. So that's really nice. This is a very generous, spacious SUV. Now over here you have slowly closing handles on all three sides besides the driver. And you can press here, you have cold LED lights, you have little hooks on the back. That's a nice detail. Actually, wait, it's only on the behind the driver. And no hooks on the B-pillars. The seatbelts are height adjustable, but once again, a very spacious SUV. Now there's changes on the front. Let's go on the front and check those out. So I have to keep talking, not to get a copyright strike. So keyless entry, you can pop the plastic here, so there's a physical key cylinder behind that. You get the key, physical key in your key fob. Opens nice and wide, same as in the rear. Soft touch materials, everything is the same. You can lock the rear if you have kids. Power windows, foldable, lock, unlock, and these are all fully automatic. Nice big handles, nice room, and you have a speaker here. So this is the Krell speakers. Plastic step there, tire pressure, Tucson carpets, rubber paddles. I'm gonna pop the bonnet at the end, fuse box, electronic parking brake, traction off, open the cargo space from the driver position, and headlights adjustment. Steering column is manually adjusted. Now you can push this up to raise the seat or lower the seat. Lumbar is electronic, and you have the wheel for the tilt. You push this up to slide back and forward. You can see the top, and let's jump inside. So this is a nice sitting position that I could go slightly lower and tilt, and then a bit forward. So they're browsing the car on the rear. I'm just gonna back up for the camera. Now switching to wide lens, you can see the new steering wheel that we saw in the new Hyundai Kona and the rest of the Hyundai fleet. Now you can see the new screen here. They've changed this part a little bit, but it's more or less the same. Now zooming back in, checking the steering wheel, we have a nice smooth leather. It's a 3-spoke. It has this edges here. It's nicely profiled, and you have nice physical buttons. So there is still cargo room opened. Let me see if I can close it. I can with the button here. So it doesn't want to close because I think there's a person behind standing, so it doesn't want to close. He left and now it's closing, so that's nice. It's a smart feature, and it's nice because it doesn't bang. Now you can hear the soundproof once again, open and close. Good closing sound, good soundproof. Okay, sorry for the little diversion. Back to the steering wheel. So you have nice physical buttons. This one's for the menu, cruise control settings, favorites, phone calls, and so on, volume. So everything that's nice that we love. Sport paddles, you have the wiper controls and light controls. You should keep this on automatic. This is just for the car show. You have the air vents closed, open. I guess this is not a speaker. I always thought this was a speaker, but this is apparently like a magnet. Now this is all nice and soft. It's a nice squishy and covered by leather. There's a speaker in the corner there, and you saw the two in the dash. Now this looks nice because it's connected, although I can see there are two screens just in one bezel. You have some cloth details here. This is nicely rubberized. You can put some stuff here and it looks very nice. You have a start stop button here, again air vents, and then here you have nice physical controls for the volume. You have shortcuts, nice and pressable. These have a nice rubber feeling when you press them, like on a TV remote. You have the hazards and nice big dials for the AC, for the digital screen for the temperature. So that's all very nice. On the bottom you have the USB-C for fast charging or for media, another one for the passenger, and 12-volt outlet right there. This is nice and rubberized. You have the ambient light, you have extra room here, well that's a rubber mat. Moving on, you have driving modes, auto hold, auto start stop off, downhill assist, cameras, and parking sensors on and off. You have a wireless charger, two cup holders that are adjustable with rubber mat, and this is kind of stiff. You can open it up. You can see the opening mechanism. There's a huge space here. There's a carpet at the bottom. Now, opening here, this is slowly opening. Okay, plastic, and not the cheap one. There's a warm light and a spacious glove compartment. So you can see how that looks when they knock it down. Very practical. Headspace, I can go a bit lower, definitely. And it's a good headspace, so no issue there. Now we have auto dimming mirror. I'm not sure if you can notice the edge here. And that's it. Now on the top we have cold LED lights. You have the panel roof and shade control, passenger airbag information and seat belts, emergency button here behind this cover. Now this is a different material compared to this textile, but this is nice and soft and this is squishy. You have documents holder, you have a big privacy mirror, and you have a cold light. It's matching the interior light, but when you close this, it closes the switch, so it goes off. But look at this. You can see that there's this extension. So this is obviously when you take it out, and then this doesn't extend, but you have this. So that's nice. It's practical. So I like that detail. Huge thumbs up for Hyundai for thinking of that. Is it available? It's not available on the passenger side, so only driver gets that. Yeah, that's it. We don't have the key at the moment, but we're gonna continue on. Show you what's underneath the bonnet. Push to the left, and here's the SmartStream D turbo. So this is a diesel. I believe it should be 4-cylinder. So interesting. It's a hybrid, but a diesel hybrid. Actually nice for an SUV. You always prefer diesel, has more momentum and spends less fuel. So here's the washer fluid. You have to use the little leg to keep the bonnet up. But that's that. We're gonna let it drop and close. So that was the new Hyundai Tucson. It looks very gorgeous. There will be separate review of the Ioniq 5N. Right there is the new facelift Tucson in N line. I'm gonna see if we can film that as well. It's a bit tight there, but we'll see in a separate video. Thanks for watching. Do share the video, leave a comment. How do you like the facelift? And hope to see you in the next one. Stay safe. Bye.